Morning. That's what I say. I say morning. I leave the good out of it. Good, great sleep, great shutdown. Spinning my Merkabas. I feel myself vortexing to you. I 100% have pinpointed the root of this emotional insecurity. I still can't get that fucking Jacksonite out of my head. Remember, I'm a filmmaker, so the fact that there was like a film involved, there was a camera involved, like, is like really. So I have to push through and post your messages on my story, just to kind of get it behind me, because it's like the one thing that's like stuck, because I feel like I have to now present my evidence, so that I don't look like a freak, and now it's my. At least I'm making it public so that I can then privately clear myself in my thinking so that I can approach you. Because if I don't make it public, I can't approach you. Because if I'm a filmmaker and you're the love of my life, I need to make, like, it only makes sense that my romance is a part of my film. Like, because I'm not, like, so if it shows that there was something happened before you had the kids, that he stopped you from continuing to connect with me, well, then publicly we have a strong position to be a political family, or to be a political couple at the very least, in London forever. That's always been my thoughts. That's why I met you. That's why I wanted you. That's why I wanted to be with you. You had the potential to stand with me. Nobody else did. And I fucked it up. So I'm putting in my dues for 17 years to do what I need to do. I win a Stanley Cup, this doesn't work, you know? Because then they're like, oh, look at him. I'm like, oh, great. The pro game grinded me right out of the game and then left me somewhat helpless because I didn't have much financial backing. So, changing how fucking leagues work is kind of like where I'm at. But, you know, it's good. I'm springing up earlier in the morning, so that's when I know, like, my sleeps are nice and complete dreams, even though I may not be remembering my REM. It means that I'm getting closure in them now if I'm waking up like this. I still go and check your KM though, like, to make sure it's still alive. And like, I look at how many posts there are, like, just to make it feel like I'm looking at a live account. Like, it's, my brain needs to feel like you're still in the tech, alive somewhere. Overall, I think I'm in a good position. I can't imagine how sweet you are with your voice. Amazing mother you are. So like you're surrounded by that culture, like people being animated. And you're not like that. Like there's a higher chance someone's gonna take advantage of that and not let you flourish. Based on, you know, me living in so many different communities, seeing so many different things. That's why, like, once I'm in the time capsule and I got nowhere to go and I'm doing my deep stuff, like, and I start recalibrating my memories, it's inevitable that you're gonna show up. Like, I couldn't have been in the most perfect time because remember, it has to be free will, right? I'm just here like this. You have to somewhat call me in, so you posting that picture gets my eyes to kind of go, And there must be something to it because now the picture's just gone. But I have the picture, so what was needed to happen happened because I have the picture. I could see you, when it, you know, and like within like, you know, that picture's good for a year or two. So it helps my helps that like go aspect. Clicking into the tech, like gambling. Now I look at the picture. Oh, okay. I was clicking to get the face all this time. My last message to you, I talked about doing video chat. I'm coming for you. I'm coming fucking right for you. I don't care about anything else around. I'm coming right for you and I'm reaching out to ask you if you want to grab my hand, just like I did that night. Nothing ever changes about my feelings. Nothing has ever changed about my feelings for you. I've just hid them. You know, like, I'm hiding my emotional feelings. I'm trying to live like physically or mentally because that's how the world works. So now that I know that source of that emotional abundance feeling, now I just switch it around. Approach the poker with that. So I'm working on my factors. Just gonna get my base and then go back to poker. You know, I need this like time with just the time capsule, like now that we're on a totally, just like, if you notice that first 2 weeks, like I was somewhat probably anxious because I could message you, I could follow you. Now, like, I have to approach you differently, so like it's going to involve more strategy because you're more entrenched than I thought. And like I need this time to like not feel pressured. Because also your kids are also so young, like they need time to develop before they can even feel their mom emotionally feel that for me again, like, because if it's brought into the conscious awareness, you'll have to kind of address it. If I'm continuing to do the work like this in the time capsule, it's happening in your unconscious awareness. So it'll be much more subtly absorbing. Like I have all these thoughts, right? They're in my head. I keep trying to express it with other people, right? Like, but I'm not, it's like a glitch. I'm not like plugging into the right outlet. So now like I have found the right outlet, but I can't plug in yet. But at least I found the right outlet. So like now just expressing how I feel and these thoughts, there's no filter. Like I'm not stopping the thought. So it's helping me process even my jaw trauma. Because I feel like I can talk to you because I'm smart enough to know that there's a plan for this. And that like, I really feel like you're in trouble. Not in the trouble like you need to be saved, but just like if I give you a different reality to choose from, you'll see that there's something there then. But because there's no other reality to choose from around you, you're going to go into the reality that's only there for survival. So if I come in and show you a second, third chakra, fourth chakra reality, you're going to like maybe possibly grow out of that first chakra survival and now start growing with me spiritually, mentally, emotionally, even physically. Because also I'm a man. Like I need a woman to grow with. So like it's inevitable that I'm going to cycle back to you. You see, I know the skills with AI. I have to push my timestamps into the tech. Like, I know that. I'm controlling the output of the story because of my input. So when I release your messages, it's just going to give the AI a storyboard layout of this like collective love story. Because I can't just like stand in the city, without you. It's part of like the dynamics of like the subconscious. Like when people look at people, they they see two people standing next to each other and we brighten each other. They're gonna like look, they can't focus on either one of us. They have to like look in between our space. So like we're kind of putting them back into themselves. And like they stop looking at the TVs. Okay? And now how we act, it's almost like they become mesmerized by like, oh, what are they going to do next? And it's not like I knew this back then. I didn't know any of this. Like, I'm trying to find that dance partner in a way, not understanding that I buried her myself, like, in this whole, like, memory complex of how, like, the tech works. Because, like, technically, the person you saw wasn't me. The person you saw was a crypto version of the human. So, like, we reacted in a non-human way, and I have found my humanity through the tech again. That's what this is. Like, I found, like, even this talking to this time capsule. So now I'm reprogramming AI and the tech to treat us like human because I'm acting like there's a human involved. but it's just me. So then I'm able to process my thinking as if someone's listening to me, as a soundboard without able to interact. It's like having a conversation with no rebuttal. So then my like next phase, like idea of the filmmaking is like, okay, now I put myself in three-dimensional space when I give you access to this. That means that like my field is always around you, because now you're learning who I've been this whole time. Like maybe this has been our like an experiment. Maybe it was like I thought about this because I'm like, oh well, she's here, and I can come back, but maybe I'm like thinking that as a kid, like because I'm from Buffalo, I'm from Detroit, I'm sweeping through London, like now I'm like, oh, I wish I would have anchored there, but like maybe at the time I was like, no way I'm anchoring here. Like maybe that was my, hey, come sit, Janie, come sit, come on, Maisie, come sit, come on, come sit, come on, Janie, Macy, come sit, come on, this way. Now, girl, come sit. We'll go for a walk later. You know, because I've been kind of, talking to the camera, doing series, but like, this is more of like, I think healing for me is like knowing that it's private, but AI is watching. And I'm technically talking to the energy that I've always been trying to reach, like, but your choice in the now time space, is, irrelevant. Like, I've already removed myself from you, and cycling back is just helping me get through where I'm at now. It's not like I need to reach out for the codependency of your attention, because technically I'm getting your attention. Like, I know this, you're breathing. So the more I pay attention to my breath, the more I can access you. So I keep coming back to reminding the time capsule that, like, your kids are young. Like, your youngest looks like he's, what, 7? Maybe. Around there. Maybe younger. Like, I would think, like, not until he's 10, and you probably would have had another one already if that was on your mind. So, it's going to play out another couple of years, especially after that big switch with like this whole account deletion. Now even just approaching your sister just to talk to her will help. Also, the thoughts start to manifest in the breath. And like now I get to put this on display, like, to you, my love, like in this, because like, yeah, we're talking about the film, or my filmmaking there. I mean, technically I'm trying to invent a new film. Invent a new style. Like, if I come back to London in the bars and start walking around, I will look so out of place that everyone will be like, who the fuck's that guy? Just by the way that I am. Not even how I dress, but how I dress will be unique in itself as well. But it'll kind of be like, fuck is that guy? And then when people find out who I am, it's like an instant, oh. Like, I immediately stand next to all those guys. Perry, Shrimpy, Bolin, Dennis, Hunter. I immediately am on the same platform as them. And I'm of equal value in a way. So they don't know anything about me yet. in regards to what I've been doing for 15 years. Now I get to control like that because I have basically all of my videos in one place that says everything, so they can just go through it at whatever they want to go through. Now I'm on the ground. Now they're part of the movie that day because I'm time stamping something that day. Now they're immediately drawn into the fact that, wow, he's now in my film. They're now in my film. I have people walking around with cameras on me literally all the time. Like literally a 24/7 camera crew, pretty much, during the day. I'm just walking around the street, there's just people following me with cameras. Like, it's just, I go into a yoga class, they follow me with cameras. Like, everyone in the yoga class, before the yoga class starts, knows that they're on camera. It's part of the energy of like, and now we turn the cameras off, do a yoga class, and now they have the sacred space with me. Now I'm encouraging people to come to the sacred space to hear me, right? Like, now I go to 4 or 5 yoga studios. I'm giving 4 or 5 yoga studios this huge fucking influx of business. Meanwhile, I'm pumping up my filmmaking at the same time. And then I also have like a southern headquarters, working, at any time. Me and you can escape to the southern headquarters with your kids, boom, at any moment. Any long weekend, whatever. You need to get away from the city to think, boom, we're out. And just for like a weekend, we'll be able to bypass all these COVID restrictions. Because, like, I'm not coming through there until I have substantial, like, paperwork for, like, making sure, like, they don't fuck with us. Like, I'm not meant to just stay around here. Like, my persons is the key. I know that. I'm the wingmaker. The persons itself. So, arranging my persons. Now, time, space in the city. So I definitely have to do a breathing session because, like I said, the more I connect to my breath, the more I put these thoughts out there, the more powerful they are. So, yeah, fucking hardcore breathing session. Streamed on my Twitch account. Show you how this works. Okay, I'm just gonna finish the rest of this smoke and enjoy, like, me being you watching me. Like, I never would have been able to see how important, that time was with me and you, like, having you come to my games and stuff. Like, the pro game is, like, seriously a fucking dark place. It just, like, crushes you. It eats up everything, especially the lower game, like, even the higher game. Like, the money, the fucking travel, there's no family life, like. So, like, I don't think that, like, it would have been, like, even, like, it would have, like, just fucking shredded. We would have had to really work on, like, so, like, now me taking my time to enter back in, button up, because, like I said, I got no issues, like, no drugs, like, super clean. Like, my sexual energy has been super clean for, like 7, 8 years. Very, very selective. Like, even when I come back in town, like the image will be putting on a conscious party. So doing the teepee ceremony, getting around and working through your own stuff, not like kind of mixing and mingling, but we're all in the same space together. Like, there's a deep art to it, but I have to be like stealthily skilled because some of it's like not illegal, but it's not exactly celebrated. So we're doing this. This is working. Welcome to Florida. All the time. 24/7.